Alright, y'all. This is my first professional project as a fashion designer given to me by the one and only Britex Fabrics. And today we'll be trying out their one-of-one jacket making kit. And we have a beautiful assortment of boiled wools to choose from. And they'll give me 2 yards, the pattern, thread, and everything I need to bring the jacket to life. So I brought it home and got straight to work. We're gonna start off by cutting out the pattern. It's just about 8 pieces and a very simple pattern that beginners can work on, intermediate and advanced if you want to have a little gift for Christmas. All right, now that you have your pattern cut out, we can get started on cutting out our fabric. And you're going to want to line up the pieces with as little wasted fabric as possible, and any extra fabric can be saved in case of an error or for another project you're working on. So you want to make sure everything is weighed down evenly, so when you're cutting, there's not any movement of the fabric or the pattern, and everything can be perfectly precise and lined up. Especially when it comes to the smaller pieces, that can get a little bit tricky. But just take your time and make sure everything is straight. And once you have your pieces cut out, you want to go through and make sure you make your notches for any darts, which is only one for this pattern, on the back neck seam. And we're going to start off by sewing together the back shoulder seams together with the front. And we're going to do it at about a quarter inch, a little over a quarter inch seam allowance. And of course do our darts as we do our shoulder seams. And then a beautiful little top stitch, just so everything is evenly pressed down. And next we're gonna get started on our sleeve extensions, which do exactly what they say. It's basically just extending the sleeve, which is a simple straight stitch, and then turn it around and give it a nice little top stitch, excuse me. Alright, knowing me, I had to add a little bit of Milo blue flair to it, so I got this beautiful Japanese patterned fabric from Britex, of course. So I wanted to just add a little bit of patchwork to spice it up a little bit. And it took me a second to place them, according to exactly what I felt was right and what spoke to me. And here we are, just gonna make sure we hem and top stitch each patch piece so that they're precisely and put on nicely. Next, we're gonna get started on the collar piece. Now it's just a top collar and a bottom collar, and you're gonna want to start by leaving a quarter inch on each bottom piece and sew around the entire edge. Once you get to the corners, you're gonna want to cut those off so you can fold it inside out and have a clean little fold out like you see here, and then top stitch around the entire collar. Next, we have the collar stand, which you're gonna want to put into the inside collar piece and sew along each curved edge as so. And once you do that, you're going to want to top stitch, and it will come out evenly, so when you sew your collar around, it'll be easy to top stitch and catch every piece of the inside collar. Next, we're going to get started on the front end facing, and you're going to want to pin together the center front to the center of the end facing and sew down at about a half inch, and then do the same on each side. Once you do that, you can insert your collar and sew around the curved edge, which is a little bit tricky, but very actually doable. Just gotta take your time with it and make sure you pin everything down nice and neatly. Next, you're gonna want to top stitch around each center front and the neckline, and make sure you're catching that inside collar piece as you go along. So take your time and make sure all your pinning is nice and precise. And here we are. It is beginning.